Hey, we're here today with legendary Bitcoin and crypto investor Tim Draper. Tim, you gave a talk this morning which was more of a fireside chat with your son Adam about investing in the space. And I see you're the only one I've ever seen at this conference with a Bitcoin tie. So is there any interest in Bitcoin here, or is all tokens?
Oh yeah, this is Bitcoin is the beginning. I mean, it's the early. You jump into Bitcoin first. You get an account. You get a Coinbase account. You get going, and then you start seeing, hey, there are these other cryptocurrencies that are going to be interesting too. I'm still a big believer that Bitcoin is going to be at least one of the top 3 or 4 currencies of the world, and so yeah, I'm very excited. And it was fun being on stage with Adam, my son. He taught me a lot. Nice to see your son paying off eventually.
Oh, I hope mine does too one day.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
I heard you say just a minute ago that after the Mt. Gox disaster, you almost thought that Bitcoin had no future. Is that true?
No, I thought that after the Mt. Gox incident, Bitcoin, I thought it would crash to zero, but it only dropped 10%. So I got more interested. It was the opposite. I got more interested, and I said, whoa, this is really important. And so I started buying a few Bitcoin. And then I made the big, I won the auction at when they did the Silk Road auction. And so since then, I've been investing in lots of different companies. I invested in a bunch of companies with Bitcoin, and now and then I started investing in crypto, and I invested in Tezos and Bancor and Credo and Data Wallet and a number of these new cryptocurrencies. And I think that some of them will also be very important down the road.
So those Silk Road auction coins that you bought, people at the time said that you might have paid a bit too much for them. How are they doing now?
No question, I overpaid. When you win an auction, you have this feeling like, oh, I won the auction. I must have paid too much. And I did, because then Bitcoin went from where I paid for it at 632, it went straight down to 180. So I didn't look too smart. But then it did, when it was about 230 or something, I said, Bitcoin's going to hit 10,000. And I really, in 3 years. And I really believed it, because I thought all those engineers that are working on Bitcoin, trying to make Bitcoin more valuable, are going to succeed. They're going to make Bitcoin an easier currency to use. And then the network's going to grow, and then we're going to all be it's all going to be much more valuable. Well, it turned out it hit 10,000 exactly 3 years after I made the prediction. So recently I made a new prediction. Bitcoin will hit $250,000 in 2022. My reasoning there is similar. It's that Bitcoin will be one of the 3 or 4 major currencies of the world, and most of the world will start using crypto rather than using fiat, because all the great engineers of the world who are working on this are working on crypto. They're not working on fiat or dollars. So this is I believe that this is going to be an amazing run, and it's going to affect a lot of the crypto here. There are a lot of interesting cryptocurrencies out there, and some will be just local or tied to one thing, tied to avocado spending or whatever. Some will be general, and they will compete with Bitcoin, and they'll all figure out which one's going to be the best, fastest, cheapest, whatever to use. But there will be many currencies that don't achieve the network that they need to achieve. Some of these currencies were created really just to raise money for a company, and that isn't what we want to look for. We're looking for a crypto that's going to be a movement. It's going to make a sociological transformation. We're looking for that kind of a crypto. So we're seeing quite a few, and there's some really interesting companies out there that are getting started. And if you are starting a company now, you should at least be aware that there is this new world. It's the Bitcoin, the blockchain, the artificial intelligence and big data and smart contracts. They are potentially going to transform a number of different really important industries, from real estate to insurance to government to healthcare. All these enormous industry, government, hugest industry in the world, can potentially be completely transformed by Bitcoin, the blockchain, and smart contracts. That can replace a whole layer of bureaucracy, and you'll get much better service for lower taxes around the world. Governments are going to have to compete for you and me.
I certainly hope so too. And one of the reasons I think you're so popular in this space is because your investing has always been kind of ideological more than just for want of a better word, a cash grab.
Yeah, well, it turns out it's both, because it ends up working. We've been very fortunate as investors to continue to be good at generating good returns for our investors. And that's 4 generations of Drapers that have done that, where we've been able to achieve good returns for our investors. And the way we do it is not to think in terms of earning money quickly. It's earning money slowly. We make investments that we think will become a big part of our future 15 years from now. And if we're focused on that, we'll end up, I think, doing better. We'll be wrong a lot and embarrassed a lot, but when we're right, we're really right.
Okay, and something I've always wanted to ask you, was it you who got Adam into Bitcoin, or did Adam get you into Bitcoin?
What's weird is we both got into it independently, and the way Adam describes it is that I made the first bet in Bitcoin, which was CoinLab, but he made the first good bet, which was Coinbase. Right. So I think I was in it first, but the way he describes it, he was passionate about it first. He got excited about it first. And a long, long time ago, I got excited about the idea of a virtual world, and now it's starting to happen. So we got some really interesting things happening.
Yeah, and speaking of that, I saw you just over there on the floor bump into an old student from Draper University.
They are everywhere. I mean, it's amazing after you go to Draper University, somehow you become a mover and a shaker, and you are everywhere. That school has done some amazing things for amazing people, and we're really proud of it. We take them for 5 weeks in the summer or 4 months in the fall, and when they come out of there, they have heroism in their blood. They are going out there and they're going to go make something amazing happen. And it's certain things that we do to them. We put them through a lot of embarrassment, some serious challenges. We make them work together with a group that they obviously wouldn't work with, moving forward. Or maybe moving backwards, they wouldn't think to work with this particular group. Like we'll put the Jew together with the Arab, and we'll put the South Korean next to the North Korean. We'll do the Russian and the Middle American, and we force them all together, and it's really kind of fun to see the whole thing happen, because then you find amazing sparks flying, and then people realize that, hey, we're all people here on this planet. We're all trying to figure out what it's all about. And now we've got crypto, and we're all interconnected, and we're decentralized, and we're cross-border, and we're global, and the world's much better.
And good. And ICOs aren't going to change any of that, right? I think some people are a bit scared that ICOs may be a bit predatory, that they're going to take over people's interest in Bitcoin and push Bitcoin out of the space. But that's not going to happen, you say?
No, but both are going to push banks out of the space, because banks are getting hacked every day. Your bank money is in more and more peril every day. And your Bitcoin money has never been hacked, knock on wood. But your Bitcoin money's never been hacked, and And the ICOs, some of them have been hacked and some have not, but they're going to be working in lots of different ways. They're going to make great things happen in a lot of different directions. I'm very excited about the whole crypto economy, and I do think it will be led by Bitcoin. It will be sort of the place everybody measures themselves against, but there will be others that are very successful. So I'm excited about this whole thing. I love this conference. I love the people here are going to make really interesting things happen.
I hope so. Well, on that extremely positive note, I'll say thank you very much, Tim Draper.